There we go. That'll allow us for some points for the second player. We're gonna get back into working on this game that you can play with your friends. It's like a space battle type game. So where we left off, we have made the background screen. So we're going to add a controller and get into some like global variables. So we're going to create a controller object, and what we're going to do here is create some variables to use throughout the game. You probably don't need to use global variables and just use like a consistent permanent object, but that's kind of doing the same thing. So what I'm going to, for a few things I do like to use global variables. So how you create them is you type global and then a dot and then reference it from there. So we're going to create a player 1 score, player 2 score. For right now I'm just going to make this game 2-player. You can always expand it to more than 2. So some of the things that I guess we can add. This is where you would add different. I use the global ones so for like display purposes and like a pause when we introduce a pause into the game, and then music on and off depending on when we add sound effects, so you can mute it. So we're going to create a draw GUI. This is where you create your heads-up display or the HUD, so we can show the score to the player or what's going on. And one of the things we can do is use a draw text. I think we'll get a different font going here in a little while. So where we're gonna draw it is up in the upper corner. So wherever our view is in the screen, that's where we're gonna draw it. And when we want to draw text on the screen, you want to wrap it in a string function. That way it converts it to a string before it tries to display. And then we need to we're not going to measure it at the moment, but we're going to put it towards the left side of the screen. So X view is where on your left side, W view is the right side, so how wide the screen is. But that doesn't give you the actual location. You need to do an X view, so you get the left plus the width. So this would be the width. In here we're just coming 10 down. And then we're going to subtract, I don't know, 100, I guess, for right now. I'm not too worried about the exact position of that. And then we're going to make sure we're always drawing enough frames, we're going to, I guess we're not going to worry about that. If you want to know how well your screen is displaying, you can always GameMaker has a frames per second function, just lowercase FPS, and that will get you how fast everything is drawing on the screen. Oh, still want it the same place, just want it further down. So let's go ahead and create a font. So go up to the right and create a font. Right click and create a font. So you can name a font. And then pick whatever your system might have to actually display. And this will convert it to a bitmap and makes it a little more efficient internally. See if there's anything. Who knows what I got? I'm sure. Oh, this is what I want actually. Make it kind of futuristic looking. And then you can go back here and you can set the, let's see, you can set the color. So we're going to make it white font, and you can set the font that you want. And that way, you always want to do this because if you're going to draw something else somewhere else, or draw some text somewhere else, it may be different. That way you're always setting it right when you're ready to draw. So we're going to go ahead and close that, add it on the screen, make sure we're getting what we want. Okay, yeah. So frames per second in the upper left is 60. Player 1 has score 0, player 2 has score 0, and don't really like where that. Oh, why did I do that? Okay. View. Width of the port. Yeah, that's what we want. The width of the port. Let's make the font bigger than it is. So yeah, there we go. Player 1 score in the up and player 2 in the upper right. And let's not forget on our controller to add a way to quit out of the game. And a key press. Escape. Actually, let's do it this way. Let's add it. So if you're going to do any Android programming, what you're going to want to do is on a backspace make the game quit, because that's what your Android machine is actually going to be looking for. You know, it's not intuitive for regular, but that's all right. There we go. That'll allow us for some points for the second player. Alright. Good luck coding. Until next time. But I like that a little bit parallax. It's moving a little bit, flashing a little bit. I like that.